Good morning, welcome to Love Answers, and today we're going to do part 2 of the Heartbreak Ask questions. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and then we'll just go through them. Okay, so take a moment just to stare at the candle and just repeat over in your head, today I want to feel love. Okay, so this one. So let's go to part 1, I want my life back. And what I said in that video was it's more about I want my passion and my purpose and my energy, and to feel that sense of strength back. Well, if you look at this photograph, and I love this because when we feel that we want our life back, we're kind of in this bit, we're in the darkness, we're in the heaviness, we're in the density. We know that the person we were before, there was light, there was life, there was energy. And then we enter into this part where it feels heavy and dark and all of those things. But look at the light here. This is why I love this picture. The light here. Look how much passion, look how much light is ready to emanate through the clouds. Look how much energy. Look at the colour, and that's what we're like as human beings. We go into these phases. And when we go through heartbreak, here you've got the balance of the light and the dark. And that's kind of who we are before we go through heartbreak. We know the dark is there, but we live in the light. And we have kind of a balance of both. You go through heartbreak and you feel like you're never, ever, ever, ever going to come back to life. But what happens when we go through that healing process, which I really believe, and the reason I'm doing this channel is we can accelerate that healing process, then we come into the light, we come back to the passion, and it's such an amazing and exciting moment when you start to feel again and want to live again and want to go on again. Back in the Heartbreak Ask one, it was I can't go on. Look how much there is here waiting for you to go on. And when you get to here, you're not thinking maybe you will call, because here you'll be questioning, you're still in that questioning mind. Here, when you get to here, it will be, I know why you didn't call, and I understand it, and I'm not afraid anymore, and I'm not fearful of it. And you go on to this amazing potential, like pure potential, pure purpose, pure energy, pure love, pure existence. And from that place, anything is possible. And this isn't me just saying this to make you feel better or to make you feel more positive. This is something that's real. This is absolutely the journey you take. And knowing this exists, the other side, gives you the strength to go through this. And it does exist. It absolutely does exist. So, just whenever you're in that moment, go to nature. When you've got a beautiful sunset, when it's an amazing sunset or sunrise, and look at the sunrise and know that whatever happens, the sun will always rise. You will always have the next day. You will always have purpose. And in that place, you find the love again. It exists there and you will find it. And you're no different to anyone else. All human beings go through this process because we have the same emotions, the same feelings, the same energies, the same wants, the same desires. So yeah, and how amazing is that? Look, you can go from this level of knowledge, knowing the light and dark exist, to going through this darkness to come to this. so much more purpose, so much more potential. Okay, so what's the next one? I'm just going to put it over here because... Okay, so I love this one too, because this is kind of the journey that you take to getting your life back, or finding a different version of yourself, a more amazing version of yourself. And I'm just going to use this one to just compare. It's almost like this is you before, the light and the dark, then you go through the darkness, then you reach the light. But on this journey in the darkness, this is how it will feel. You will have moments of darkness and you'll have moments of light. You'll feel as though you can't see the wood for the trees, but you know there's a path out. And that is exactly what it's like. And what I would say is, walk through the dark, walk through the light, but just keep moving forwards, keep moving in that direction to the entrance to the path. And when you get to that entrance of the path, just imagine what you will have been through, how much you would have learned, how much you would have gained, how much you will have seen, and how much knowledge and awareness you have. And when you go through that, it's so incredible. And you know, like I say, when I went through it, on both occasions, and I'm just using 2 occasions. I mean, I've been through it many times on different levels. Not necessarily with relationships, but just in general with, you know, people passing on and people I love and care about. But also in the heartbreak and the physical situation. And in both those situations, the 2 major ones, I wrote and wrote and wrote, because I believe writing is one of the greatest healers. It connects you to your higher self and your greater power, which is why some of the, you know, artists write the greatest love songs, the greatest stories, the greatest games, the greatest, so many, anything creative. You know, it comes from a moment, and don't waste that moment. You know, don't waste that moment. Write it down. And when you look back, you will learn from it and you'll understand more, and you'll see your purpose. You know, we all feel that we have a purpose on this planet, and we do. Our purpose is to contribute, is to make our contribution. And you can only know that when you've experienced things on it. So while we're here, we experience many things. And it's about seeing those things and understanding those things, and which lead you to your purpose. And what an amazing journey. You know, it's like the hero's journey. You're going to go through all the battles and all the pain, but at the end you can come out the hero if you learn and listen and understand. And when that fear goes away, if you watch a movie and you see the hero in the movie, they're fearless. But fearless with, not fearless in an irresponsible way, they're fearless in a very grounded, very rooted, very connected way. You know, like the trees here stand strong. They're powerful. They just stand in their purpose to grow and provide, help provide oxygen for everything around. They're pure power and pure strength, and beautiful at the same time. And that's exactly what you can be, that you are, and you will be again. You know, your life hasn't gone anywhere. It's just your passion and your energy is depleted for a little bit. And it's like anything, if anybody meditates, if you meditate and you're doing it all of the time, you feel strong, you feel powerful, you feel energetic, you are in tune with your intuition, you have intention, life is good. If you stop meditating, all of a sudden the energy drops and you feel depleted, things get to you, get irritated, you get angry by things. Life is just not as easy. But then when you go back to meditating, you soar. You know, sometimes a break from it's really good because it makes you realize, you know, how great the energy is when you reconnect to it. And it's really good to remind ourselves sometimes of that. So it's the same with I want my life back. It's exactly the same thing. You've given your heart and soul to something, and then it's gone and the energy's gone. But then when you reconnect again, which you will do, and when you reconnect, it's even more powerful, the amazing energy that comes in, and the positive energy and the good and the love. And, you know, and we'll talk about in other videos, I'm going to touch on anger, because that's a big part of heartbreak. And anger is fear, essentially. But we'll go back into that in more depth in another video. So I hope this helped. I hope it shed some light. I hope it eased some things that feel heavy. And yeah, hopefully you'll find some light in it. And remember, maybe light a candle in your house. And whenever you're feeling challenged, just take a moment to stare at the candle and just think about the light. There is always light. And just think, today I want to experience love, but love for the self, love for me, and for everything that I want to achieve and overcome. Okay. So have an amazing day. Stay strong, stay happy, stay focused, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.